guys, today's topic I'm going to be talking about co-sleeping and what I do and my personal opinion on the whole co-sleeping thing. So first off, when I say co-sleeping, I don't mean those things that you buy and attach to the bed and have the baby next to there. Yes, that is co-sleeping, but that's not what I do. I'm talking about co-sleeping as in the baby sleeping right next to you in the same bed. Now, with Carmine I didn't, and with Carson I'm doing it. Why? Because it makes me feel like, you know, they're next to me and they're safe and they're comfortable. It's easier for me to just feel more comforted with the baby next to me. Now, I know there are people that say that it increases SIDS and that people roll on their babies. Now, both of these things, you know, do happen. I heard stories where the mom rolls over on the baby. But, you know, for me, this is just what works. So I'm not giving advice that you should do it or anything. I'm just sharing my thoughts on it. And it's just my overall opinion. So with Carmine, since it was my first baby, I was very scared to, you know, do anything with him. Everything was like a scare to me, you know. Well, how should I do this? What should I do with this? You know how when you first have a baby, you don't know a lot of things. You're listening to everybody else, doctors, moms, grandmas, trying to get the best advice you can. So with Carmine, I slept with him, but I would wake up like every 30 minutes, checking his diaper, seeing if he was hungry, making sure he was okay. And with Carson, it's so much more easier. He literally just sleeps in my arms. And it's like literally like if I was laying down, he sleeps like that. And he will wake up and I'll just pull my breast out and I'll breastfeed him. And then like like in the middle of the night, I'll get up, switch my side, move him over, and then breastfeed on the other breast. And that's just what works for me. I feel comfortable doing it, and I feel like it just works overall for me. I feel like he's in my arms safe, and he's been such a good baby at night, and it's just been working out so well this way. I feel comfortable and everything. You know, like leaving them in a crib, I feel like, okay, what's going on in the other room? You know, is he breathing and everything? Like, I still wake up a lot with Carson to make sure that he's breathing, and I check his chest and everything because I'm just, you know, still nervous. You know, you could have third, fourth, fifth babies. You're always going to be nervous because, yes, things get more easier, but you still have that mommy conscious on you that you just want to make sure that the baby's okay. So that's just my overall, like, what I do, you know, and I plan to do so, you know, if I ever had another kid. Like, this is like what my best thing is. Like just leaving them in a crib just makes me feel like the overall thing, like I just don't know what's going on. Like, I just feel like they're safer. And I just feel like co-sleeping is like a good thing, especially for breastfeeding moms. You know, we don't have to wake up and make bottles in the middle of the night, so it's just easier to breastfeed. And I just, you know, I like sleeping with him, especially like the other night. He was so gassy and so hard to get asleep that I was afraid to put him down. You know, he was just so comforted in my arms. And, you know, people may think it's dangerous, but this is just what I do, and it's just my opinion on a whole thing. Like, I love co-sleeping with my babies. It makes me feel, you know, like so comforted to know that they're here next to me and okay and all right, and I don't have too much, you know, to worry about, like wondering where they are, you know, how they're doing, if everything's okay. So, opinion on co-sleeping. And, you know, share me your opinions in the comments. Tell me what you guys do. Do you guys co-sleep too? Do you guys use a crib? How do you co-sleep? Do you buy the things on the side of the beds? You know, I make these videos to have communication and have some moms help out the others, and I would love to hear everybody else's advice. You know, we could all use advice at any time. Second time mom, first time mom. It's good to share advice for one another, and that's why, you know, I started my channel. You know, I really want to have that group of people where we share things and we can help each other. You know, that's what, you know, is so very useful. So share me your guys' stories. Share me what you guys do. Share me your routine. I would love to hear it. You have any questions or any advice, you know, I'd love to tell you anything that you guys want to know. Message me, comment, you want to see me make another video on a certain topic, just let me know and I'll definitely do it. You know, you guys mean so much to me and I would love to help you guys out. We're here for advice, right? You know, I love watching other people's videos and seeing what other moms do, and you know, let's help each other. So if you have any questions and anything, you know, a certain video type, you know, you want to see me make, routines or anything, just let me know. Okay. Bye-bye. See you guys next time, okay? Love y'all. Bye. So we are just at Toys R Us, and I'm trying to look for clothes for Carson, but I forgot this is just Toys R Us. It's not Babies R Us, so they're not there.